So unfortunately, Star Promotion Kingpin has bit the dust. Recently, they announced bankruptcy and they have canceled their event, which was supposed to take place, I believe, in 10 days? I don't really have a big take about this news. I kind of just got a bad feeling in the pit of my stomach when I first heard it. I think if you talk about competition in the influencer scene, it was kind of Kingpin and it was Misfits. And I don't think that there were many other promotions outside of that could have really competed in a big way. Like, do I think that Creator Clash is going to be around in a couple years' time? Probably not. It's a competently run promotion, but is it, or I guess now, was it as competently ran as a Kingpin or a Misfits? I don't think so. I do think, though, that it could serve as a nice lesson for startup promotions, especially in the influencer boxing space, right? Because now you have enough evidence to see the promotions that have kind of worked, i.e. a Misfits, a Creator Clash, and those that haven't, and there are tons of them. I mean, Kingpin, before they brought on all this A-level talent, like a Gib, like a King Kenny, they're putting on events, but it sounds bad to say nobody really cared. You have enough evidence either way to kind of get an idea, a successful business model of how to build up a promotion. I'm not saying that Misfits doesn't have work to do, because it most certainly does, right? We see some of the decisions I believe they make are kind of questionable, adding in all these new tag team and three-man events, King of the Ring. But the point is, it works. And maybe you could say, hey, that's only because KSI is connected to it, and you'd have a pretty legitimate argument for that. But as with everything else in life, there's always going to be more nuance to a situation. And I do believe that if it was only KSI that was fighting in these events, that was running in these events, that was solely responsible for Misfits being where it's at today, it wouldn't have the long-term stability that we are seeing from them. It sounds so stupid to say because they're going to be at 9 events with their next one, but realistically, you look at everyone else, this scene is so incredibly new and fresh that they're the longest standing promotion out there. They have proof of concept and they have backing. So while it does suck that this promotion got shut down, I'm going to be very, very sad we don't get to see those semifinal matchups between all those talented athletes. I do think overall, this will serve, again, as I said at the beginning of the video, as kind of a blueprint on what not to do. And coupled with the success of Misfits, you could say, okay, Misfits, they dodged this pothole, right? Whereas Kingpin went straight into it. And that's not also discounting someone's ability to come on with a brand new idea that lights up the scene in a big way that we haven't seen before. The amount of scaffolding that unfortunately this failure provides is great for the scene. And while we have lost a very competitive and entertaining event or set of events, what we're going to get is much more successful ventures in the future. And I don't know how this is going to affect the market now if KSI and MAMS feel like they don't necessarily have that much competition, because they don't. If that's going to make them say, okay, we can put out the same kind of quality product every single time and we don't have to worry about building our brand at all. We don't have to worry about, bringing something new to the picture. But what I do know now is we have a pool of talent that is certified, that has had the eyes on them in that first Kingpin quarterfinal tournament, and that we could unleash upon the scene now. Without further ado, guys, that's been the episode for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been your boy, the Jewish Jawline, the Soundboard God, and the Combat Consultant. I'm bringing back the Jewish Jawline. I think that needs to come back now that I got a shave. Tune in for the next one. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the whole situation. I'll see you in the next one.